compare Taiwan to Indonesia, Hong Kong, and Japan. Stay tuned because our special guests can win a little prize today by scoring points for their countries. Let's meet them.
I'm Naisa, I'm from Indonesia. I've been in Taiwan for over 1.5 years now. And the reason why I came to Taiwan is because my family is here. My mother is married with Taiwanese.
Hi, my name is Sharon and I've been in Taiwan for 20 years. I'm Taiwanese, of course.
你好, my name is Aoi. I'm from Japan, Okinawa. And I moved to Taiwan September 2022. And I moved here because my university is here.
Thank you all for your introductions, and I'm Mirta. I'm your host for this series, and we've all met at university and we're close friends, so it's super fun. I'm very excited to get started. Let's dive in. We're gonna start with food first, and before we dive into the personal stories, I want to know which country's food do you like better? Is it Taiwan or your own country? Alright, I think it's clear. So we have
Indonesia
and Taiwan and Japan. Yeah, why do you like Indonesian food better?
Because I grew up mainly only eating Indonesian food, and we cook our food with so many spices and ingredients, which makes me kind of getting used to the bold flavor and rich spices.
My favorite food, I think it would be like hot pot, because like you can put anything you want in there and just cook and you can just eat so conveniently.
I'm proud of Japanese food variety because we have like not only sushi, we have ramen. Because everyone think like we eat sushi every day, but we don't eat sushi every day. Sushi, ramen, okonomiyaki, takoyaki, and Japanese food is very healthy, and we can buy it like much cheaper than here.
Let's move on to the next topic, traffic.
Oh.
Now I know that
Tell
Naisa
me about
and
it.
Sharon, I know that you guys don't have your driver's license, but I know Aoi does, and I do too. And even though you don't have your driver's license, I'm sure you can still give us some insights into traffic. So I want to know, which traffic do you think is safer? 2, 1, vote. Alright, I see 2 votes for Taiwan and 1 vote for Japan. So, Taiwan, what's safe about Taiwanese traffic?
It's much safer than Indonesia. Because I think people here are much more following the rules. In Indonesia, well, I'm not proud, but I'm driving too. I don't have a license. Here, that you can get fined through like the electronic systems.
Yeah. Sharon, you've also visited Hong Kong. Why do you feel Taiwan traffic is safer than Hong Kong traffic?
So like Hong Kong kind of like a small space, and like the population there is really crowded. So I think compared between Taiwan and Hong Kong, I think Taiwan will have the safer traffic.
I have very opposite opinion about the traffic. First day when I came here, I had to take taxi to my quarantine hotel. So I was so surprised. The taxi driver like speed up very fast. In Japan, we can get fined if we don't stop in front of the pedestrians. But here, most drivers don't care about the pedestrians, I feel.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Japanese streets and roads are more organized, and we care about the pedestrians.
Actually, in Taiwan, they just introduced a new traffic law that makes drivers more punishable when they don't stop for pedestrians. So I think the streets might be a little bit safer.
In Indonesia, what is zebra cross? We don't know that because people will stop for us. That's the magic hand.
Alright, let's move on to the next topic. I want to know a little bit more about cultural customs and traditions. And for this round, I don't want to give any points when it comes to voting, because I think that every culture deserves its own traditions, and I think that when we have different cultures, it makes the world a more beautiful place. So we can put away our signs for a little bit. In this round, you can only get points by sharing your personal stories and maybe a culture shock.
So in Indonesian culture, when we the way we show respect to older people or just people that we are not very we don't know very well, or just some stranger in the street, we will slightly nod or slightly bow to that person and smile. And here in Taiwan, especially in Taipei, nope, people ignore you. You do you, people. But when I was traveling in Tainan, I noticed that some people also nod back to me and smiled as well, because I think people in Taiwan paying more attention to people than in Taipei.
So when you compare this situation in Indonesia you're talking about, is that also in a multi-million people city, or is it in the small towns?
It applied almost everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, like even if you are in the capital, which is Jakarta, it's a very busy city, I must say. But we still, you nod to people, people nod back to you.
I got a little shock in Hong Kong because I just realized that I think like Hong Kong people is not that kind than Taiwanese. This is just my personal story. It's like, so me and my family went to the airport in Hong Kong and we don't really know the way out. So we're just asking the staff in airport. So basically they need to tell us where to go and like the correct way. They just pointed random road for us to walk, and then we were in the wrong way. So like in Taiwan, when you maybe like ask the stranger on the road like randomly, they will just tell you the way and they will search for it, and sometimes they will even lead you to the destination.
I agree. Like
so it is the difference I felt.
Especially when you like go to the hospital, it doesn't matter who you ask. If you ask for any random person, they'll like take you by your arm to a building that's like 6 roads away.
Yeah.
In my perspective, I realized in Taiwan, in Japan, we care about others, sometimes too much, because like in Japan, I cannot take selfie because I feel a little bit embarrassment. If you still think taking selfie is like showing off or something, but here is like nothing to do like with their age. Like 80, like elderlies take selfies, and like elderly women can wear mini skirts, very short skirts. But in Japan, I cannot do that. Here, in good meaning, I don't have to care about others too much. But of course, I like Japanese politeness. I'm getting used to this culture, and I like it. Like I like both.
The 4th segment, and we're back to voting. Let's talk about public transportation. What is the most convenient, efficient, and affordable to you? 3, 2, 1. Alright, we got 2 votes for Taiwan. Taiwan is still ahead, and 1 vote for Japan again.
Anywhere you see, you can reach MRT station very easily, especially in Taipei. Not sure somewhere in the south, but somewhere in the south has a really good bus for commuting. And Indonesia, well, we do have 2, but if you miss one stop, there's gonna be a hell lot of walk.
Sharon, you take the MRT and the bus a lot?
Yeah, especially in Taipei, we do have the good public transporting system. Not sure in the south, but because we usually drive our own car in the south. But compare between Taiwan and Hong Kong, like both of them have the good system, but the environment and the price at Taiwan is definitely better.
Oh yeah, Taiwan has T-Pass, which you can only pay 1,200 for a full month, unlimited, except for
bus, MRT, train, and also you get the first 30 minutes of UX for free.
Yes, that's true.
Aoi, I heard very frequently that Japan is the public transportation capital of the world.
Oh wow.
Now, I was just in Japan a month ago, and to my surprise, I was a little bit disappointed because the trains were very expensive that take you far, were twice as expensive as in Taiwan for sure. And one thing that really confused me is the side of the road that you walk on at the stations. Because at some stations you walk on the left side, and other stations you walk on the right side. Some stations you stand still on the escalator, and other stations you're allowed to walk. So it was a little bit of a maze, but I'm very curious to hear why you still prefer Japanese public transportation over Taiwanese
yourself.
public transportation. Explain yourself.
Explain yourself.
First, about the bus drivers drive very safely. In Taiwan, when I
There's a little bit of truth there.
This is my reason. Because when I got on the bus for the first time, I felt like not only first time, every time I get on the bus, I feel I'm riding like a roller coaster. I thought, how can they get the driver's license? And I was surprised that there is no express train in Taiwan. MRT, all of MRT is boundary, right? They stop every station.
Yeah.
But I think Japanese people are very busy. We work and we are very hectic people, I think. Well, I was surprised that from Tansui to Taipei, it takes approximately more than 40 minutes. Because if there was express train, I think we can go to Taipei in 20 minutes.
That's true. I think we should sign a letter,
a
petition to the government, the Ministry of Public Transportation. We need express. For the last section, we are talking about weather, and this vote is not based upon facts, but on your personal preference. Once again, this is all about your own personal preference. What weather do you like better? Indonesia, Taiwan, and Japan.
I love sun. So
sun.
That's my only defense, and yeah. I love
If
sun.
we were filming this on a nice summer day, would you have voted Taiwan?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's not all the time, and the weather app or the weather here is super unreliable.
Sharon, what season in Taiwan do you like the best?
Summer, because I like sun. But
Sorry. You like sun? But
Yeah,
you also like the hot weather, or do you prefer to stay inside in the air conditioning in summer?
I don't really like hot, but I like sunbathing, enjoying the sunlight or something. But it's hot, but definitely not as hot as
Hey, you've never been to Indonesia.
Too hot.
It is not too hot. I'm a proud Indonesian.
And we got the winter, but it's not as cold as Japan. But humidity, I would say is definitely not the good part. But I do like the four season in Taiwan. It's just obvious and not too extreme.
Aoi, you like Japanese weather better than Taiwanese weather?
Because we have distinct 4 seasons. And sakura, cherry blossoms in spring.
Do you also have those in Taiwan though?
Yeah, but you know.
That's the only thing we need to hear, but
I know what?
I love Taiwanese sakura. I love cherry blossoms in Taiwan.
While we finished our voting, I want to give all of our candidates one last chance to share a crazy, fun, entertaining, or a little bit stupid or scary personal story for an extra point. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. I'll give you a minute to think about it.
I got one.
All right,
That was
Indonesia.
I know. This more like the language border, because when the first time I came here, I do not know a single word in Chinese except for Sisini. So I used 谢谢 a lot because, you know, you thank people, of course. And oh, this happened when I was waiting for Aoi in her dorm. There's this one old guy, he wanted to scan something on the wall, and I was leaning on it. So he asked me to move politely, of course, and me, not knowing any Chinese, I said, oh, 谢谢. And he said, not 谢谢. Okay. And then I moved. A while back, he come back, but I leaned on that wall again. And he asked me to move again, and then no, he just said, 不好意思. And I'm like, 没关系. Finally, I got the right word.
I see.
But I know a little bit of Chinese now, way better than the first time I came here, so that's a progress.
Well done. Good job at integrating.
One thing the most shocking experience I had in Taiwan is when I went to the post office to open my account with Sharon, because I didn't speak Chinese at that time yet. So she always helps me, and
Great Sharon here.
Thank you.
Our little helper. Our big helper.
I think he was saying in funny way, but I was in shock because I couldn't speak Chinese, so but the appearance is my appearance is just like Taiwanese. He said that I look Taiwanese, but why I can't speak Chinese? And because I was so shocked, it was kind of culture shock, and well, cause I'm Japanese. I can relate, cause yeah, I think if someone some Asian in Japan, I can.
You can tell?
Yeah, I can tell, but if they just look Japanese and they couldn't speak Japanese, I would feel maybe same.
The little fun story in my working place. So I was in the counter staff, and there's the couples walking one is the foreigner and one is the Taiwanese. They walked in and talks in English. They were complaining about our
service.
Yeah, our service is something in English, and I thought I couldn't understand them, so I just standing there and listened to their complaining. And after I finished the conversation, I just speak to them in English. So they responded to me, oh, so you understand? So you understand the whole time, and I was just nodding head. So just a warning to you guys.
There you have it, a fun and engaging look at the major differences between Hong Kong, Taiwan, Indonesia, and Japan. I hope you guys learned something. Let's look at the score. Today for Indonesia, 6 points. Japan goes home with 7 points. And Taiwan, the undefeated winner which just won by 1 point with 8 points. Taiwan.
Taiwan team is.
Wow!
Gongxi.
And I got That's
I got
so
the
Sharon.
What?
That's so Sharon too.
Yeah. Gongxi.
Yay.
Thank you all for joining today's video, the first episode of Taiwan versus the world. I hope you guys had a good time too. Don't forget to leave a comment and stay tuned for the next episode. See you next time.
You.